Hey everybody, welcome to T. Roy Cooks. I appreciate you joining us. Today I'm going to cook up a pork butt on the Weber Smokey Mountain, my 22.5-inch model. We've got to get that thing fired up so we can get this cook going because it's starting to get dark. We'll be right back after this intro and we'll fire up that Weber Smokey Mountain. Y'all stick around.
T. Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, cooking up some barbecue for you. T. Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, showing you that you can cook it too. Always with a beer or whiskey, but he cooks responsibly.
All right, so I got the Weber Smokey Mountain already taken apart, and I know a bunch of you keep asking about this. I have replaced the original charcoal basket with this from Arbor Fabricating. It is stainless steel. I've had it probably 6 years. Not an issue with it at all. And you get a lot more burn time out of this. I've gotten, I think, 34 hours of cook time on a full 20 or 18 pound bag of charcoal, Kingsford charcoal, which is what I'm using today, just regular Kingsford charcoal. I went ahead and poured most of the bag in here, and I left a little hole right here in the middle. We're going to use the minion method. So let's light up some coals in the chimney, and that's where we're going to put them, right down in the middle. And during the cook, it'll eventually spread out and catch the rest of them on fire. That's where your minion method comes in. But we need to fire up the chimney. Let's get some coals going. A lot of y'all don't do this, but it's a trick you learn from old T. Roy. Y'all stick around. All right, guys, it's a little trick you learn from old T. Roy. Don't tell anybody. But look, Weber Smokey Mountain doesn't need a whole lot of charcoal, folks, to get it going. So, this is your normal way you do a chimney. You see how deep it is. But when I'm lighting for the minion method on my Weber Smokey Mountain, I don't need about that much charcoal. So I just use the bottom half. I flip this thing over, put a little charcoal, a little starter down in there, light that baby up, get her going real good. And the rest of that charcoal, and you can reach it from the bottom too. I'm just doing it from the top because it's a little bit easier for me. But anyhow, let me throw some charcoal on here. Get back over there. There we go. Just a little bit left in here. Look at that. I think I got one left. There we go. So that's probably, I'm guessing, but probably 18, 20 charcoal briquettes. Just let them get going. And folks, we'll come check on it here about 20 minutes, see where we're at, and then we'll fire up the Weber Smokey Mountain. I think the coals are ready. Let's go ahead and put them in here. And I just want to show you real quick. You don't have to get all of them lit. Probably about 3/4 of these are lit, so you don't have to worry about doing the whole thing, but the lit ones go right in the middle, okay? There we go. Now we need to go on with a little bit of see, we're using some hickory wood chunks today. I'm thinking maybe 3/5 size pieces. And kind of put them out here where the openings are for the vents on the bottom. That's how I do it. That's a piece of bark. Just throw that in the middle. Come on, we got a big piece down here. There we go. That'll work. Some more down there. And I may come back and add some more here in a little while. You know, after it gets going for a little while, you know, my 6 or 8 hours into the cook, I may throw some more on just to help flavor, just to help get that bark on there, okay? But let's go ahead and throw this thing together. What do you say? All right, here we go. Something like that. Put some water in here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some water in here just so y'all know I am using a water pan, and I'm gonna fill it with water, and then we're gonna put the grate in there, let it warm up to about 250, 225, 250, and then we're gonna clean the grate. In the meantime, we need to go fix that pork butt, so let's do that. All right, just a quick update. I forgot to mention The top vent's wide open, all the bottom vents are wide open, and I'm gonna keep it like that until it gets to about 200, 215, somewhere in that range. And then I'm gonna start dialing back those vents on the bottom, and we'll leave the top vent wide open. So when I'm dialing those vents back, I know approximately where they should be, about the width of a number 2 pencil, as I've shown in previous videos. Leave them open about number 2 pencil, okay? That thickness, leave that much of a gap open. That should get you around 225 to 250 on your rubber Smokey Mountain. So that's why I'm gonna try to shoot for 225 actually, because I'm gonna let this cook overnight. This is set it and forget it. I can get some sleep, not worry about it. Wake up tomorrow morning, and my pork butt should be either done or almost done when I get up. That's what my goal is. So we'll bring it back here, give it about a half hour to warm up, and then we'll dial back these vents. In the meantime though, we do need to get that pork butt ready, so let's do that. This is an 8.5 pound pork butt, bone in, got the bone right there. Just gonna go on with a little yellow mustard. And for my rub, I haven't tried this before, but I recently got some Heath Riles. This is the pecan rub. So I'm gonna check that out. All right, and I'm gonna put this fat side up. So let's do the downside first. And the reason I'm doing fat side up, guys, is because the dome of the lid for the rubber Smokey Mountain's curved, and the heat comes up around that water pan, hits the lid, bounces back down. So that's why I'll do fat side up when I'm doing brisket or pork butt or pretty much anything like this with the rubber Smokey Mountain. You don't need a real thick coating, just a little dab will do ya. So don't cake it up too bad. If you need to thin it out with something else, some beer or some water or heck, apple juice or something would work, whatever you want to do. Here we go. All right. I think we're looking pretty good there. Let's go ahead and throw in a little bit of this. All right, baby, there you go. And just like brisket on pork butt, you want to coat the whole thing really well, folks, really well. It's a big old hunk of meat and it can handle it. That's some good smelling rub, y'all. Definitely smelling some pecan, some smoke flavor. So that's cool. That's looking mighty fine. Yep, be sure and get all the edges. Well, that's a good color on that rub, man. I like that. I started to pull out some Uncle Steve's Texas Red, or South Texas Red, but I saw this pecan rub, forgot I bought it, so it hadn't been open. We're gonna check it out. But yeah, gotta love Uncle Steve too. Folks, anything I'm using in this video, if you're interested in getting it for yourself and trying it out, check out the links down below. I'll usually put links down there for stuff that I can find on Amazon or elsewhere across the interwebs, and also some affiliate links. Doesn't cost you a bit more, but it sure does help me. Helps let these companies know that when they see product on my channel that they're making some sales off of it. So that's cool too. So we all help each other out pretty much. That's the way I look at it. Oh, Fifi, come on now, girl. We don't need none of that. Come on, guys. Let's get all up in there. There you go. Now, just for good measure, what you could do, just kind of do it like that. Roll it around a little bit. Make sure you coat both the sides and the ends and all that good stuff. Just roll it around, folks. Get up all that rub. That missed the pork butt because old T-Roy is sloppy. All right, we're ready to throw it on, I think. Let's check the rubber Smokey Mountain. Now, if you can tell, this red and blue line is divided right at 225 on this thermometer. So we're sitting dead on 225, which is exactly where I want it to be. Got my grate cleaned off, so that's good to go. Let's go ahead and put this pork butt on here. Just like that, folks. There we go. Got the money muscle right here on this end, but there's the bone right here, right here. That bone runs right through there. Need to stick some probes in there, so let's do that. Got my meat probe here. Sorry, my meat probe, my grate probe for tell me how hot the Smoky Mountain is. And I know my bones are right here, so I'm gonna go in from this way, kind of right down in the middle of that baby. All right, let's hook us up. Let's hook us up some Thermalworks smoke. These things are so easy to get going. Oh yeah, turn it on back here, T-Roy. There we go. All right, so top one's set at 300 with a low of 51, and the bottom was set at 160, low of 32. So I want to change this. I think the last time I used it, I cooked some brisket or something. So just press set right here. Here we go. Let's raise that baby up to, well, let's go 198. That'll give me a little room to, come on. Yeah, there you go. That'll give me enough room to play and set. Oh, not that one, this one. Set that one. It starts blinking on the lower number. Press it again, you're done. All right, I'm just gonna set this baby up here, and I'll monitor it from this little remote one right here. It'll catch up. There you go. See, now we're cooking. All right, so I'm just gonna set this baby right here on my Lone Star grill. Oh, I lost my thing right there. I heard a few of y'all that said that. I wasn't paying attention, y'all. But thanks for letting me know that fell. So I appreciate that. All right, this thing was at 225, so I'm just gonna leave the vents right where they were. And let me back you out a little bit. We're just gonna chill out overnight. Come back in the morning and check it out. But I will say I may wake up in the middle of the night or early in the morning and start spritzing it a little bit, maybe with some apple juice or some white grape juice or Coke, or we'll find something to put on it, folks. You know, it's got to taste good too, not just from the rub, but from spritzing it and stuff. And that also helps create that bark on the outside too, if you didn't know. So the humidity from the water pan, along with spritzing it, that helps get you a nice bark on the outside. There you go, little helpful hint from old T-Boy. We'll catch y'all back here in a little while. Bye. All right, guys, we are 15 and a half hours in. We're getting real close, 191 internal. Been running about 225 all night, and now it's snowing on me, so that's cool. Anyway, thought since it's getting close, we'd go ahead and throw a little bit of something on there for you. Just give it a little extra something. Just got some cola right here. That's about a half of a cola right there. And my water pan's empty. So all that cola hitting the water pan down there is really smells nice. All right, we'll bring y'all back here as we get a little bit closer to pulling off. All right, we're right at 16 hours, and this thing's getting really close. I see how tender she is. Man, that's very tender. Not a whole lot left to do on that one, but just looking around for something else to put on it, folks. A little bit of tiger sauce. I got a little bit left in my fridge. There you go, just a little bit left in the bottom. I'm just gonna pour this. If you want a little zing, a little extra something on your pork or shrimp or anything else, try out some tiger sauce, man. It's good stuff. I've been using this stuff for years. I'm like 10-15 years. So just pouring it over. All right, let that sit up on there about 15-20 minutes, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring this thing in. I mean, it's pretty doggone tender. In another 20, maybe even 30 minutes, should be probe tender, and I can bring it inside and let it rest. So I'll bring y'all back whenever I am about ready to pull this, but that's what she's looking like right now. She's looking gorgeous. All right, guys, after 17 hours or so, cooking about 225 on the Weber Smoky Mountain, I think this is done. It probed out about 205 when I pulled it, and I tinted it with foil, let it rest for a couple hours. That's where we're at now. Let's pull this pork. Let's see how good it looks. What do you say? All right, now this is the pretty side. This is the fat side up the way I cooked it. When I went to pull it off the grill, even though I sprayed down the grill with some spray oil, it still kind of pulled some of the bottom bark off. So that's where we're at on that. It happens every once in a while. Where's that bone? There's that bone, I think, right there. Let's see if we can, yeah, there's the bone. Oh, hush, girl, hush. Let's see if we can get this bone out of here. A nice big old hunk of meat. Got some good looking stuff in there. Come on, girls. Now I did go and tried to lift this off of off the little pan that I had, the little sheet pan I had it on when I had it just resting. But anyway, there's the bone. Got a little bit on there, little stragglers on there. But anyway, when I went to pull it off of that sheet pan, I picked it up towards the middle and the thing just kind of broke in half. So that's where all this is coming from. But I'll tell you what, man, it's some good looking pork, man. And the dogs love that smell. I mean, that's gorgeous right there, folks. I think we did good. Really, really good. Smells fantastic. Let's just see if we can get us a little taste here. What do you say? And it's pulling apart very easily. All right, set this side off to the side right here so we can taste that. Karen don't want no fat, and T-Roy don't like no fat either. So I'm gonna get all this fat separated out of here, get the meat, and then we'll give us a taste. Be right back. It's taste time. Here we go. Folks, that's hunting. That's good stuff right there. Great smoke. Great flavor from that pecan rub. And a good pork butt. That's excellent, y'all. Hope y'all give it a try. Y'all let me down in the comments. Y'all let me know what you're cooking on. What your favorite cut of meat is to barbecue. Okay? Anywho. Appreciate you joining. If y'all enjoyed this, y'all give me some thumbs up. If you're not subbed yet, hey, why not? Go ahead and subscribe so you can keep coming back and watching me do some more cooks. Folks, if you really did enjoy it, though, I hope you share the video. And when you do, I hope you tell all your friends that T-Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody. We'll see y'all next time. As a keeper.